My, so you haven't an umbrella. That's a pity. A pity, eh? Sounds like you don't intend to help. Why, for how often we're together, do you really think me the sort of person who would help in such a situation? Well then, I will take- so you suck, is what you just said. That is my rendition of what you just said. Oh, I suck. Have a nice day. Toodaloo. Good day. Good people. It's another fine day in the year of the horizon, Toonlink Dave. And the United States Aviator. Let the calming music enter your heart as we play Ayakashi Akashi. Now I bet you're wondering, where are you reading that? I clearly read... I'm not even gonna front with you, it's on the title bar. This is a game that we're going to play, and nothing's going to go wrong. Yeah, I buy that. We're just gonna hop right into it. Saving. They already won my heart. Maybe I should... I'm flying in pretty blind. I think the most that I know is about how long it is, so I know I'll probably split it up into some episodes. I might play it all now. Or I might not. We'll wait and see. But let's actually get a synopsis. Inju Yoinara is a middle school teacher at the small rural Yusei Junior High. A strange encounter one rainy morning, is quickly forgotten as the rest of the day goes by without incident. But the next day, tragedy strikes in the classroom, and a very bizarre mystery begins to unfold. Alright, well, I think things might go bad. I don't like the sound of that. What have I gotten myself into? I'm a professor again. This is Fire Emblem all over again. Even though I'm still playing it. Please select a slot for the quick save, or the auto save rather. We'll go to 20, I guess. It suggested 20, so I'm not going to change anything. There are beings known as Ayakashi. Alright, well, cool. I didn't know that. I didn't know what the title meant at all. They cause peculiar phenomena, and at times inflict harm. As a consequence, oh, you guys can see my mouse. I don't know if I want that or not. As consequence, they have long been seen as fearful beings. One could interpret their names as the Sharing Dead. For they merely seek the things that they couldn't have in the places they once were. They simply want to share in those same blessings. That's sad. I don't know what that says. Translation, please. Ha. Ha. This must be my punishment. Pant. Pant. Pantaloons. In which case, there's only one thing to do. Oh, you look like a more attractive Mishima. That was unsettling. I'm gonna go remove my mouse. This is some rain. And to think, it was sweltering earlier. Sounds like summer rains, you can never predict them. I scratched my head and looked up to the sky. As if the good weather earlier were a dream, large drops poured from the heavens and struck against the ground unceasingly. Oh? What's wrong with your eyes? You got the two-eye syndrome going on. Mr. Yoinara, whatever could you be doing out here? Whatever could you be doing out No, we're not gonna butcher her. Well, what does it look like? What happened? Why is there no... Oh, there's no roof because it looks like we're outside. Still gazing up at the sky, I waved my hands in front of my eyes. My slightly damp sleeves clung to my skin. Tina. My, so you haven't an umbrella. That's a pity. A pity, eh? Sounds like you don't intend to help. Why, for how often we're together, do you really think me the sort of person who would help in such a situation? Well then, I will take... So you suck, is what you just said. That is my rendition of what you just said. Oh, I suck. Have a nice day. Toodaloo. You will be late. You will be late as well if you don't hurry, Mr. Yoinara. Yoinara, you want to tell me who Tina is? And why she needs to get these hands? Paying no mind to me standing there, Tina left with leisurely gait. A leisurely gait, interesting. Yep, that's just how she is. Guess I'll wait a little longer. Worst case, I'll go and get soaked. Increasingly filled with resignation as the sound of rain only got louder, I let out a sigh. And then, 2 sets of footsteps broke through that sound, heading my way. Mister. Yes? Mister. Yes? You mean me? Moi? Little me? Mister. Mister. Oh, it's Misty, alright. Oh my gosh. What you doing, mister? Oh, there's 2 of you. You're different. I didn't bring an umbrella, so I can't go to school. I'm stuck. You can walk in the rain. Are you kids lost? We're not lost, right? Nope. Then what are you up to on this dreary morning? Mister. Mister. They're to scam you. They're to rob you. Not the best conversation I've ever had. Besides, I needed to hurry, or I'd be late for class. Mister! Sorry, but I'm in a hurry. Hold up here and keep out of the rain. It should help your parents find you. It is still raining, but it's gotten better than before. May just have to put up with getting wet. Ignoring the 2 fussing children, I sprinted off into raindrops that fell harder and harder. I didn't want to deal with this nuisance. Alright, Yoinara. That sounds like a mistake. Ah, where are you going? Riri's going too. Riri! Didn't know you were in this game. I managed to give the slip to the 2 children chasing, and arrived at school. What was with those kids? The kids these days. Oi, Yo-chan. Morning. Good morning, Mr. Yoinara. Ah, Rokuro and Zero. He's behind it all. Quote me on it. Morning. You look kinda overworked, like an overworked mop today, Teach. It has been raining a whole lot. No umbrella? It wasn't raining when I left. That's why you gotta check the TV. True. Well, it'll dry at any rate. Exactly. If you get wet in the rain, it'll dry eventually. Yoinara's got it. He knows what he's doing. He's a professor. Well, it'll dry soon. Come on, get back to the classroom. Right. Okay. So Rokuro and Zero. Don't trust that name. Can never trust a Zero. Or should I always trust a Zero? Huh. Never thought about it like that. Never trust a Zero. First period. Math, right? I'm not the best at teaching it, but I have a fondness for mathematics. These buildings were old. To put it nicely, they had character. To put it meanly, they were falling apart. On rainy days especially, there were often places that leaked. And we didn't have many teachers nor students. Huh, not many teachers or many students. I taught a class of second years, but they were effectively only one class per grade, exactly, okay. Though naturally, separate teachers were needed for supplementary subjects like art. Guess I'll get going. There you are, Nara. I see you setting the scene. We're in not a torn down school, a leaky school. Ia. You're gonna be Ia now. I hope that's right. I love your hair. Ah, 5th period at last. Mr. Yoinara, what are we doing today? At the end of each month, Yusei Junior High 5th and 6th periods was designed a free period, decided upon the teachers and students. You could have an ethics lesson, or give time for self-study, or teach test-taking skills, all of the sort. That's actually not a bad idea. Sometimes we'd even play cards, or maybe it's less of a good idea, but you know what, kids need a break. To be honest, the principal tended to be accepting of anything. This kind of thing is only possible because it's an underpopulated rural school. It sounds like you don't love it too much here, Yoinara. So what will it be today? I get to pick? Well, you've left this decision in worthy hands, let me tell you. We're playing cards. Hold on, let me deal a couple out. 10 of hearts, that's very nice. Alright, it was a terrible deck to shuffle, but we're gonna get through it. Oh, lucky 7. We're playing cards. I'm getting a tad tired of cards by now. Oh, you're a different character. I'm getting a tad tired of cards by now. Seriously, is there anything else? There's not a lot else we can do with a large number of people. Well, at our school, games such as Othello. Oh, I haven't played Othello in ages. And the like are common for small groups. Oh, that reminds me, I saw something in a magazine earlier. This is clearly the greatest student that we have. Ah, giant pancakes. Those look delicious. Hey, those are the ones Maki was eating. Maki, that's great. Haito. Maki was eating. Are you blushing or do you just have scrapes on your cheeks? They sure looked yummy. I'm interested too. Woo! Come over here. Ia suddenly brought up the subject of large pancakes featured in a magazine. This game knows me. Drawing several people over. Sheesh, they're so immature. In fact, Rantaro? They're so immature. Infatuated with pancakes at their age. Yeah, I prefer fried chicken. Well, you can have chicken and pancakes. That's not the combination. But you can have pancakes with anything. Kids, you'll learn. I'm teaching these kids. You should lay off the fried food, too. So, hey, Riku, could I have you teach me today? Your grades seem fine to me, Karuta. I mean, I know you periodically get tutored, Riku. You should teach Mino then. Alright, Mino. Wow, you surprised me. Considering your lack of will to learn, I don't exactly get the urge to teach you. I just want to spend time with you, have fun while learning. Minu's willing to learn, but words are hard. How do you even live among society? He's a child. Fine then, I'll teach you both. Come on. Woohoo! Yay. Interesting. In addition to the pancake crew, you guys are about to be changed from the flight crew to the pancake crew. There was another group gathering around Riku for tutoring. Seems like they're truly treating this as nothing more than free time. Yoi-chan, you bored? I don't remember what I've given any of these characters any sort of... We're just gonna be reading. I'm not bored, I've got the job of watching you guys. Yeah, but just watching's boring, right? Look, I told you. Wanna play werewolf? Werewolf? Allow me to, she's great. She's great. too sweet. She's not my favorite, but she's pretty cool. Allow me to explain. First, the players are randomly handed out roles on cards. The basic roles are Villager, Werewolf, and Seer. Seers and Villagers are in the Villager camp, while Werewolves are in the Werewolf camp. Villagers have no abilities. Seers can, at night, divine whether someone is a werewolf or a villager. And werewolves can eat anyone who's not on their side. During the day, everyone talks it out to determine who's a werewolf, so this is among us except with Seers, I see. If those werewolves in the werewolf camp can hide their identities and wipe out the villagers via executions or devourments, they win. In the villager camp, if they identify the villagers and the villager camp wins if they identify the werewolves and execute them. So if you're a werewolf, you gotta deceive people to survive, right? It sounds pretty difficult. You'll pick it up as you play. Normally it spans several days, but let us adopt one night werewolf rules to play for just one day. What do those entail? Since night only comes once, you must definitively hang the werewolf in one day before nightfall. To be frank, it's quite different from normal werewolves, so we have precious few people. But we have precious few people, so oh well. But either saved or eaten in a single day sounds brutal, that's true. Hey, it's just that kind of game. It seems this one caught on lately. Sounds like Among Us. There's all sorts of games out there these days. As for participants, let's see, we have Sir Rokuro, Sir Zero, Sir Mr. Yoinara. How about you two? Alright, Tina's here. Gosh darn it, freaking Tina. We're beefing. My, would you be alright with me? Tina feels like she'd be adept at this game, judging from the explanation. I don't need to play, do I? Well now, the game is more fun the more people you have. Aren't you all lonely by yourself? Well, who's all by herself? If you're asking for a fight, I'll give it to ya. Let me at him. Kashimi's so susceptible to agitation, so you're Kashimi. And Sasena? Under one night rules, 2 rules will be added on top of the ones I gave before. Interesting. First, the thief. They can... Am I actually gonna have to play this? They can trade cards with any one person. However, they won't know what the person's role is in advance. Second, the psycho. In the werewolf camp, yet the seer sees them as a villager. A real troublesome fellow. Oh no. However, the werewolf doesn't know who's the psycho, and the psycho doesn't know who's the werewolf. But since this is one night werewolf, the seer will be able to divine that the psycho is the psycho. Okay, that's interesting. In fact, the seer is able to divine anyone's exact roles, yes. But still, the werewolf doesn't know who's the psycho, and the psycho doesn't know who's the werewolf. Actually, there's other roles that form a third camp, but it'll get rather complicated, so perhaps we can stick to them once we've learned how to play. Yeah, I was gonna say, you've dropped a whole bunch of knowledge on us. I wrote some notes on the roles, so make use of them. Am I actually gonna have to do this? I'm really gonna have to do this. Tremendously thoughtful. Lastly, in One Night Werewolf, there are 2 extra cards in the deck. The leftovers remain in a face-down state, so is it possible that none of us draw a werewolf? Only the seer can know what's on those cards, or the thief if they steal a face-down card. But of course, you should only pick one of these. They can't divine the role of another player. I see, so if they pick one of those, you can't divine the role of another player. I'm gonna end up being the seer, aren't I? I'm a bit fuzzy on it still, but I believe I follow. The ultimate division of the cards will be 2 villagers, 2 seers, 2 werewolves, 1 thief, 1 psycho. 8 cards in total. Now let's play around. Don't make me do it. At the proposal of Rokuro and the others, I ended up playing werewolf. Cards will be written down on them. Cards with rolls written down on them were passed out to each of us face down. Now then, everyone check your roll. Do it with protective prudence, so the person beside you can't sneak a peek. My roll is villager. Lame. That might make it easier to see the score than... Yeah. Might be easier to see the score than if I had a special card. You just kind of chill out and just say, don't kill me. Next, the werewolves will confirm who their allies are, and divining and thieving may take place, I see. Everyone put your heads down on your desk. Each of the actions, I wonder if this is going to explain how the actual game is going to play out. Like, are we going to have to play a game of werewolf? Interesting. Each of the action phases came to an end. Upon Susaina's signal, everyone timidly lifted their heads. Well then, now daytime begins. Give statements like, my role is this, and try and guess the werewolves. Who could the villainous werewolves of this world be? You sound like you'd be an amazing freaking dungeon master. You're going places, kid. Since we have some novices playing, let's give 10 minutes for discussions. So, can I say something? Yes, go ahead. I'm Kashimi Akebono, the Seer. Oh, I guess if you're a werewolf, you could fake being the Seer, too. I used divination on Professor Yoinara. He was a villager. Aha, that is correct. Oh, really? What, are you calling me a liar? Whoa, don't shout so much. What are you, a crow? Who are you calling a crow? More importantly, I'm wondering if there are any other seers. There's just one seer, one psycho, right? Huh? I'm the seer. I am also a seer, though. Ho ho ho. Well, there are 2 seers in the deck. Oh, there are 2 seers. Okay, well, I forgot. So there's 2 seers, 2 werewolves. Yes, 2 seers, 2 werewolves, 2 psychos. No, 2 seers, 2 werewolves, 2 villagers. A psycho and a thief. I forgot. I was like, there's 2 other roles, aren't there? So such a turn of events is possible. Who did you use divination on? 0? About that. It was you, Akebono, and you came up as a seer. Well now, that doesn't exactly inspire confidence. How so? Does Akebono saying she's a... No, it doesn't inspire confidence because you're just confirming this is an interesting game. I like it a lot. Saying she's a seer and saying I saying the same thing does not make it certain. If we can take your word, then that'd be true, but look at the big picture. It's easy peasy to make that claim right after Kashima-chan said she was a seer. Yes, that's true. Well considered, Rokuro. Am I right or am I right? He is correct. No. 0, if you're really a seer, be a little more tenacious. Who knows, maybe a 3rd seer will show up. Will it now? A brief silence followed by Kashima's agitated remark. It seems Kashima and 0 are the only ones claiming to be seers. To be honest, looking at the face down cards would have made it easier for you to confirm what roles are in play. He is absolutely right. But Kashima-chan, 0. I guess you both are just, oh my gosh, too dumb to arrive at that idea, huh? Whoa now, steady yourself, calm down, take deep breaths. Yeah, come on, it's just a game. You're gonna get your lights knocked out, sir. You need to calm yourself. Sir Rokuro, I'd like to ask you to choose your words more carefully. And cease acting like a novice teasing sister-in-law. My gosh. Well, I could kinda guess from your reactions. Sheesh, this guy. If I may interject. No. You may not interject. We're beefing. I've known you for less than 11 seconds and we're beefing. Don't tell me, a 3rd seer? No, I am the thief. Oh. and I traded for one of the face-down cards, resulting in the role of villager. I see. In short, supposedly, I'm the villager, which I am, and she's the villager, which is a lie. If Lady Tina can be believed, and she can't, there is definitely at least one werewolf in the village. That is correct. You would say that. Is there something that offends you? Sure is. It's making my guts boil. Because the real thief is me. Oh my, so what happens if a thief is lying? Right? Interesting. I swapped with Susanna-chan, and Susanna-chan was a villager. So from my point of view, it's pretty darn likely that Tina-chan is with the werewolves, or at least was. Though, who can say for sure if she's a psycho or a werewolf specifically? Because we gotta hang the werewolves, not the psycho. So, I see. Well, from my point of view, I see Madame Susanna, the only one who has not stated her role or indicated another, is quite likely a werewolf. And the one who raised his voice to protect her is the psycho. That is what I would say. Is Rokuro a werewolf? Nope, the thief. I see. So you're on my side. You're too trusting, sir. Zero, come on. This is a rather tricky one. What should I believe? Well, One Night Werewolf never provides much definitive info, which makes it tricky, but we have 4 players making statements concerning their roles. Lady Kashima, a seer, Sir Zero, a second seer, Lady Tina, a thief, and Sir Rokuro, a second thief. Regarding the seers, there are 2 in the deck, so it is possible for 2 to exist. But only 1 thief exists, so one of the 2 is certainly lying. And through divination and theft, so we've got statements about 3 people and 1 of the face-down cards. Kashima-chan divined Yoi-chan as a villager, and Zero divined Kashima-chan as a seer, which was trash. Tina stole a face-down card from the villager. Stole a face-down villager card, and I stole Susanna's villager card. So what happens to her villager card? Is she now a thief? Is that a swap? It's a swap, right? So she's a thief now. Why would you ever? I would never want to trade the thief card. So the 2 whose roles haven't been corroborated are Zero and Tina-chan. Was I not a seer? We can't believe that, sir. I'm sorry. If you really are a seer, you should believe in yourself a little more, okay? Got it. I am a seer. Well, it'll be time to vote soon. If there's anything you want to ask, do it soon. I should ask for further details. Oh, I do have to play this. Touch a student's icon to talk with them. Touching the icon will advance the story, but if you advance without talking enough, it may sometimes result in a bad outcome. Might want to remember that for later. Well then, we'll be saving for the first time. Alright. So, we can believe that this is a great time to learn names. Tina's probably a lying son of a gun. Or Rokuro could have been lying since the start. And he could just be playing coy this whole time, but who knows? I guess let's talk. What? How do I select the, oh. There we go. I'm a seer. I divined Akebono's role to be seer. Sure, let's ask for more. Why did I choose her? No special reason. If I had more to say, maybe because her seat was right in front of me. Maybe Rokuro's right. Looking at the face down card would have been better. You'll just have to make use of that knowledge the next time you play. Right you are. As such, since Akebono said she divined you as a villager, you're about the only other one I can trust. So we're basically in the same boat. So I believe him, sure. Now you. I don't know why it's doing that, but that's fine. I'm the villager, and traded with Susanna-chan, who was a villager. There's only 2 villagers. We'll ask for more information. Why did I choose Susanna-chan? Easy. I felt bad for her. I didn't think anyone else would pick her. What a thing to say. The more unknowns you can clear up, the easier it is, right? And yet you berated Kashima and Zero for not looking at the face-down cards. I mean, that is... You don't have to believe me, Kashima-chan, but believe me, okay? No, I don't. That's a little too convenient. You can interpret it however you like, alright, Yoi-chan? Interesting. Give me a glasses, girl. Now, how to interpret this game board? Sure. Well, as you wish. But all I can reply is that I'm a villager. Strictly speaking, if you trust Sir Rokuro, who confirmed me as a villager. So is it not a switch? Do you just... How does the thief work? The thief is what confuses me. If you trust Sir Rokuro, who confirmed me as a villager, then Lady Tina is either the psycho or the werewolf. If she's the psycho, that would mean there's no werewolf. Then what happens? In that case, there being no werewolf in the villager camp means the psycho is not tempted by the werewolves and joins the villager camp. This is referred to as the peaceful village, a village in which there was no werewolf to begin with. And in voting, if everyone votes for the person to their right, it distributes the votes, which means there's no execution. Man, I wish you had been there for your turn to die. Which is an option. You need to take that. You need to take in that event. Okay, I get it. Might have learned something good there. So yeah, it's possible that there's no werewolf. I was thinking that too. I was like, if 2 are down, then it's possible that there's no werewolf. Alright, you. Except I believe you, so it's kind of whatever. I'm a seer, and you confirmed that I'm a villager, so I believe you. Huh. Why did I choose you? Right. It's true. I did think about checking Rokuro or something like that, but I felt it might be better to look for other allies. You phrase it as though Rokuro is your enemy. There is a possibility he is, isn't there? And look at it like this. If we believe Tina is the real thief, Rokuro is either the psycho or a werewolf. I suppose you're inclined to think Tina is the real thief. He called me an idiot. Ugh, I'll never forgive him. I'll never, ever forgive him. She sure holds a grudge. I don't blame her. That was uncalled for. You. I'm the thief, and traded for a face-down card, which was a villager. To paraphrase Sir Rokuro, I believed that looking at the face-down card would make it simpler to determine the distribution of the roles. To restate my earlier point, my perspective is that Sir Rokuro's antagonism is quite suspect. Furthermore, his character... Furthermore, his trade partner, being Susanna-chan, casts suspicion of her being in the werewolf camp. That's true. It is my personal opinion that there is very likely a single werewolf. The trouble, however, is deciding which of them is the werewolf. For there is no point in hanging the psycho. Come to think of it, I heard that thing from Susanna. Judging from her reaction before the game, Tina doesn't seem to have played werewolf before, so... We'll bring it up. Tina, let's just suppose that you're actually the psycho. In that case, there are higher odds of there being no werewolves. If everyone splits their votes by voting the person to the right, there will be no execution. If everyone's a villager, everyone wins. That's apparently known as a peaceful village. Ah, I was not aware of that. Well then, allow me to think for a bit. Right. Did that advance things any? Well, did it? Do I have to go and check on everyone else now? I'm a seer. No. I'm the thief. No. Now how to interpret? No. What is a question mark? I told Tina about the peaceful village, so I bet that had some effect. Well, I talked to everyone. Let me double check to make sure she doesn't say anything different. Okay, yeah, you didn't say anything different. I got everybody's stuff. We're going for it. And it's just a double click. I can't single click. I told Tina about the da-da-da-da. Sure, we'll advance the story. Well then, we're just about out of time, so... Does anyone want to say anything more? Pardon me. Would I be permitted to say 2 or 3 things? Oh? First of all, I'm afraid I lied earlier, and for that I apologize. I'm not the thief, but the psycho. Say again? Thus, the real thief is Sir Rokuro, and Madame Susanna, with whom he traded, is a true villager. I would air my desire that we choose the option of a peaceful village. Incidentally, a peaceful village means the face-down cards are both werewolves, so there are no werewolves in the village. Yeah. In this case, the absence of werewolves means the psycho goes into the villager camp. If everyone chooses to vote for the person to their right, the vote is rendered meaningless and everyone opts for peace. I get it. But that doesn't erase the possibility that Tina-chan is a werewolf, not the psycho. Exactly. She could just be goofing us. Yes, that is correct. As such, the rest depends on the trust you place in me. This has gotten complicated. Nah, it's rather simple. Either believe Tina-chan or don't. If you believe her, vote to your right. If you don't, vote Tina-chan. I see. Alright, time is up, so place your votes. On the count of 3, point at the person you wish to vote for. Serena's to my right. Who should I vote for? So, here's the thing. Even if both of the werewolves are face down, right? That's cool and all, that's cool. Tina could be a werewolf, or she could be the psycho. Does getting rid of the psycho mean anything? I think that's still a win for the villagers. My heart as an instructor says I should vote for Susanna, so we all vote to the right. But we're beefing. She seemed genuinely surprised, but if I pick Susanna and that girl is a werewolf, I am going to be livid. I am going to be angry. Let's think about it. Everything would fit nicely if that were true. It was actually a pretty tough decision. I don't believe her. I really don't. I gave her that stuff and she immediately uses an alibi. Because that's a cleaner solution. But here's the thing. If I choose not Susanna, and it's really not Susanna. Alright, let's think about this odds-wise, mathematics. There's 8 cards. The odds that both of them are the werewolf, and the other 6 are drawn, are real low. Clearly the odds of one of them's a werewolf is much higher. I'm gonna believe in her. She's gonna let me down, but no, screw it. Not. This is okay. My genuine good nature does not want me to pick Natsusena, but it's just a game. My genuine good natured wants me to vote for Susanna and say, hey, peaceful victory. But do I believe in her? I feel like she would be the one to just take the information we just got and use it to her own will. There also could be no winning. Tell me in the comments, what would you do before I make my decision? Would you vote for Susanna and say, hey, peaceful victory? Or would you say, Tina's lying, we got beef? If I vote for Susanna, it only increases the beef. So it's really a win-win for me. I'm gonna regret voting for Susanna. I know I am. This doesn't feel like a type of game. My gut is really saying not Susanna, but my good nature saying Susanna, and they're gonna take advantage of my good nature, and I'm about to be angry. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3. Oh, well, everyone has chosen peace. Now we'll reveal all the cards at once. Was this the correct answer? Sometimes you gotta go with your good nature over your gut. The face down cards were both wolves, meaning there was never a werewolf, and we chose right. I was not aware of it before, but this is quite a fun game. It's tense wondering what role you'll get. I think I've got it now. I'll try to do better next time. You did fine. You did fine. Because nobody else claimed to be the seer. Feels like it'd be a pain if Rokuro or Tina had been the werewolves. Exactly. You're just dumber than me is all. Oh, scary, scary. Heaven help me. Kashima, don't get so emotional that you lose sight of your surroundings. Ugh. You have a point. I lost control of myself. Of course, Rokuro, you shouldn't be provoking people either. Go to the principal's office. You're grounded. I'm just telling the truth, okay? You are about to get the hands. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Besides, Kashima gets better grades than you. Sit your butt down. That's right. But I'm better at this game, aren't I? Okay. Why aren't you saying anything, Mr. Yoinara? Well, well, now that we've gotten the mood, let's go for round 2. Oh, am I really doing this again? Oh my. As expected, in a game so closely resembles psychological warfare, you two are adept. Your compliment honors me. Sure, it's not just all these guys are so easy to read. Of course they are. They're children. It's impressive how you can lie without hesitation, Rokuro. It's just that he'd be graded among us. That's just the game, man. I don't normally lie, do I? Yes. Yes, I suppose so. That's a lie. Kashima's like, that's a bold-faced lie and I'm gonna punch him in the face. That's a bold-faced lie that's about to get punched. I'm about to punch him in the bold face. Kashima's clearly upset. Cheer up, Kashima-John. You've got a good conscience. You're obviously jealous, see? That's not true. Don't tell me she takes it as a compliment. Kashima, you gotta better yourself. But so do you, Rokuro. More so. I'm equally unable to read the movements of Mr. Yoinara myself. Oh yeah? Professor Yoinara is unlike Sir Rokuro and Lady Tina. He just, well, unintentionally exudes an unreadable atmosphere, perhaps? Might I posit that in truth, he isn't especially thinking anything. Did something in your past... Oh, did something happen in your past so you lost your emotions or something? Maybe. We saw something at the beginning of this game about him and it was strange. And I still want answers. What kind of person do you think I am? Not a normal middle school teacher. About to get a flashback? Oh no, a ding dong bing bong. Perfect timing. Alright, back to your seats. With that, the students returned to their seats one after another. I forgot we had so many other kids in the class. Some of them sprinted over, while others returned with reluctant looks. After that, the class began moving their desks to sides of the classroom for cleaning. Phew, all done. Wonderful to rain on the way home. Doesn't smell like rain, so Mino doesn't. Mino thinks it won't. Mino is great. Ooh, Mino's a good girl. She is. You animal. Not even remotely. I love Riku. Yikes. Why do you look like you've had the soul sucked out of you? Have you talked? I don't remember your face. No, you'd have. I remember your face, exactly. Haha, English is still too tough for you, isn't it, Mino-chan? Gotta be Japanese, the curvy kind. Well, this is Japan after all. You can get by with just a hiragana. Oh, okay. Oh, if Iya says so, it must be true. Might have to think of simpler approaches even Mino can understand. By the way, are you coming to school tomorrow, Naki? Why wouldn't Naki come to school tomorrow? I can attend until tomorrow. Next week I'll be off doing work again. Doing what? Ah, I see. The world of show business rough, huh? Oh, okay, that's pretty neat. Also, I don't think we've seen Naki at all. That I would have noticed the gloves. If it was idols, I'd know all the details. But what's your stage name again? Well, I act pretty different from the way I am normally, so it might be better if you don't know. Huh? Do you, like, act in plays? Ha ha ha. Sure, I've done jobs like that before. Whoa, I can't imagine. So is there something about tomorrow? What is... Well, by the description of the game that I read earlier, there might be something about tomorrow. Since it's Friday, we're talking about the guys of the class hanging out together. Huh? Is it okay if I come too? Why not? After all, we hardly get to hang out with you. I see. Then I'd be glad to go. Whoa, Naki-chan's coming. Nice! Outdoors would be nice. It's stuffy outside. Are you gonna invite Professor Yoinara? I am a guy who's in charge of the class. But I'd sure like to go to a candy store or something. Are you also wearing gloves? I can't tell. Giving your all even in play. That's the way of men. Well, the boys sound like they're having a fun talk. Good for them. No girls allowed. Bro, he's the bro. Bro, no girls allowed, bro. Okay, they're all bros. This is a cootie-free zone. So mean. Well, fine. We'll get together tomorrow and do something too. Mina will come with. I'd rather go home and sleep. What if we went out and ate sweets? I'll go. I've been persuaded. You had me at sweets. I do not have other plans, so I'm able to go as well. I haven't any E-special. I have no problem with that either. Ooh, sounds good. Kashima-chan, you're going too, right? Sure. Ooh, just as I was fearing you might rebuke us as the class president. She's the class president? Do I detect a rather cheerful expression? No. Alright, let's all go together. Girls! I won't stop you from having fun, but don't go doing anything weird or playing around after dark. Huh? Like that's even possible. Time flies when you're having fun. I'll go on I'll go on patrol outside and arrest you if I see you. Yoinara's laying down the law. He's got the book in his hand and he is ready to slam it. These are a bunch of cards. Let's continue. Yikes, it's hard to tell if you're serious. Oh, this is my boy. Yikes, bro. It's hard to tell if you're serious or joking sometimes, Mr. Yoinara. Haito, I love you to bits. Goodbye for now, Professor. Goodbye. Yes, goodbye. Toodaloo. Children. As if they've never been tired from cleaning at all, the children went trotting home with gleeful, cheerful gaits. Once I finish up here, I should get home quickly. Okay. So, pretty normal day. Yeesh. When I finished my duties and left the school, it began to drizzle. You just always get caught in the rain, my mans. Better than this morning. Hope it doesn't get worse before I get home. Mister! Oh gosh, not you two again. Run, Yoinara! Mister! Oh, the kids from this morning. What is it, you two? She is Shion. Okay. Riri is Narine or Narine? Narine. Narine? You're Narine. Narine and Shion. Oh? What's wrong, mister? No, it's nothing. So what do you want? I want to be with you, mister. Take us with you, mister. Are you gonna adopt these two children? No, can't do that. People would call that a kidnapping. Boy, that is correct. Where are you kids from? Where are your parents? Mister. What? Are you talking about me? I'm not your estranged uncle or anything. Not in any relationship, much less married. Mister. Maybe they aren't answering the question, and rather they just want to say mister. So, look. You two. Huh? In the instance I was looking down, the two children had suddenly disappeared. Did they just run off? I muttered that to myself, then ran along the road home. Well, they vanished. That's not good. Vanishing children is plot for a horror. I sat on the bedside of a woman sleeping face up. I'm going to die. The woman whispered quietly. Stop it. I'm sure they'll come for me. Even if it takes decades, centuries, millennia. More than even... Is this enough? So please, wait for me. Just... Oh gosh. Nightmare, yep. Sounds like it. I don't even know what was... I just saw like a hand reaching for it. That's... Whew. Alright, well I'm awake since the tingles up my spine. Oh, spine tingly. That's the worst tingle. Sweat. Not only covered my brow, but dampened my shirt. Oh, I know that feeling. It was just summertime. But now it's a crisp autumn. In fact, where's my scarf? I must have I tossed it over here. I got my scarf. My scarf is always nearby. Oh, it's time. It's that is a realistic cricket chirping, and it is driving me insane. So it's probably driving you insane too. So we're gonna get through this, making it cling to my skin. Gah ha! Still not morning. Seems like I had fallen asleep like a pile of bricks as soon as I got home. My pulse was still rapid, same pace of a samurai woman. Ugh. Ugh. Still not morning. I looked at the clock, it was still 4 a.m. I questioned whether I should sleep. Since I had school tomorrow, I knew I had to sleep, but I didn't want to have that dream. Those feelings took precedence. I hadn't had that dream in years. It's been a while since I did this, but maybe I'll sit and wait it out. I leaned my back against the wall, taking a not especially comfortable position so I wouldn't accidentally fall asleep. I'd still fall asleep in any position, sir. I waited for the night to end like that, hearing only the noise of insects. Please end. Thank goodness that cricket. My gosh. Oh gosh, the birds! I know that feeling even worse. It's morning. Before I knew it, the night had gone. It did occur to me, but this approach isn't good for my back, the back at my age, yes. I gently lifted my aching hips. I was decently proud of my sturdiness, but it seemed that too had become a past glory. I do sit down a lot doing my duties as a teacher too. Better get ready soon. Huh. What was that? Probably has something to do with my lack of sleep. I'll have to sort myself out and sleep properly tonight. I can't put too much burden on my body. That's what my aching back had taught me. Morning. My students, actually even students from the other classroom, were gathered outside the classroom. Some were disconcerted. Some were having whispered discussions. Some were openly weeping. But all of their gazes were fixed on what was inside the classroom. Yoi-chan, not Yuki. Ia broke through the solid crowd of students to approach me. Her breathing was extremely erratic. And without even stopping to let me acknowledge her, she grabbed my arm and pulled me along. Is she dead? Or is she just passed out? There I saw Yuki lying down with her head in Kashima's lap. Hey, Yuki, what's the matter? Yuki? I tried shaking her body and lightly prodding her cheek, but she didn't respond. I quickly checked her pulse and whether she was breathing. Okay. We're good. Looks like she just fainted. Have you called an ambulance? That's right, an ambulance. Kashima! You're not good in moments of emergency, I get that. You can't really blame anyone for something that happens during an emergency. No, it's fine, you can calm down first. Good job, Yoinara, good job. I'm proud of you. That's actually a very good response. You'd settle the masses too. I left Yuki to dial for an ambulance. As I stood up, I saw into the classroom. There. Oh no. Why didn't anyone alert me to that person? That's bad. Rokuro? I saw Rokuro in a gruesome state, hung in the center of the classroom. Hello? Do you have an emergency? Is there a fire? Hello? The sound grew distant. All sounds were overtaken by the sound of my heartbeat. Oh! That is a tragedy! Yokuro, oh my gosh. I figured he'd be around to cause mayhem or havoc, but what happened? My senses returned with a start. This was... What's going on here? Looking around, I had appeared under the overhang of a tea house, taking shelter from the rain. I had a strange uneasiness. It seemed it refused to settle, instead growing larger and larger. Unable to bear it, I took off running without regard. For the rain that beat against the ground, what's going on? So we saw Rokuro, right? Rokuro, right? Okay, yeah. Okay. Yeah, he saw Rokuro. And then He died. And then we saw, and this man's this Rokuro. Same name, that's right. But he's alive. So the name is right, but the status of his livability, that seems to be not correct, sir. What just happened? Morning, Yo-chan. Whoa. Mr. Yoinara, you're soaking wet. Rokuro, you're alive? Without hesitation, I touched his body, Rokuro giving me a dubious look. What's the deal, Yoi-chan? Did the rain splash up so hard it hit you upside the head? What kind of backwards shenanigans? A waterbender didn't attack me while I was walking here. You died, sir. It's not healthy to make yourself chilly. The two of them responded to my reactions with curious looks. Was it just a dream? I guess we didn't get enough sleep. But Yuki was also passed out. It's nothing. Sorry to do that all of a sudden. Huh. Weirdo. I saw the two of them off to the classroom, then headed for the staff room to get some spare clothes. Glad I've got these here, since I always get my clothes dirty catching wild dogs that trespass and whatnot. You what? Kashima? Kashima was standing outside the door to the staff room. Her eyes seemed to be filled with fear. What's up, Kashima? Mr. Yoinara? It's nothing. Do you remember too? With that quick remark, Kashima went off running. I assume the game has saved itself. I think I want to end it shortly. I think an hour seems to be good for this, because we only have one part out right now. It's releasing like Your Turn to Die. I might be releasing faster than Your Turn to Die, I have no idea. Before I knew it, it was first period. I observed the students' behavior, but most of them didn't seem concerned about anything. However, Kashima alone was giving off a restless air. First period Friday is English, right? I was checking the schedule and thinking out loud when the students went a buzz. Yoi-chan, today is Thursday, isn't it? So it's... Oh no. Are we Groundhog Day? Oh, this is bad. That's right, no English today, so Mino didn't bring her textbook. What? I hastily turned on my cell phone. According to the touchscreen, today was indeed Thursday. Yoi-chan? While I struggled to get grasp on the situation, Rokuro indifferently called out. What, do you need something? I just wanted to ask, Yoi-chan. This isn't okay. I was dead here, wasn't I? What? There's my man Yoi-chan. What have we gotten ourselves into? So they all remember somewhat. I guess everyone else was just like, it must have just been a terrible dream. Except for Kashima. What did we just get ourselves into? I do not like that skipped and jolted right there. I don't even know if that was a part of the thing. Yokuro's words made my throat tighten. Was that a save point? Can I save? I want to save. At the same time, we're gonna keep going until I am certain that we can save. At the same time, I felt all the other students' expressions stiffen as well. You were dead. You mean hung? Yeah, mad. What's the meaning of this? I mean, it's exactly what I said. Eh? No way, so that wasn't a dream. Don't tell me you saw it too. Huh? Everyone had the same dream? I woke up in front of the flowers, so I thought I nodded off. Rokuro, weren't you saying it was probably just a dream too? I mean, obviously we wouldn't be having class otherwise, right? Exactly. Besides, the students and teachers in other classes didn't seem to know. And that's why me rushing in, Yokuro rushing in, Yoinara? I don't remember his name. I'm mixing up names, I'm thinking it's Yoinara. Rushing in kind of signaled to him that, oh, something's off. And it's only happening to the kids in this class. Boy, Yoi-chan, you seemed like you might. You found my actions this morning curious too, didn't you? Look, meeting your teacher in the morning and him doing that all of a sudden is surprising stuff, right? Doing what? What did you do to Rokuro? Enough of that. For now, you were having a dream about seeing Yokuro's hanged corpse. The students glared at each other nervously and reluctantly raised their hands. Oh, I said who? Everyone. What's going on? Were all of us sleepy? We don't share dreams. This is an occult phenomenon indeed. And Kashima's like, yeah, I thought this was going on. First of all, I want to hear from everyone one by one. You'll have to come out into the hall in seating order. Start with your seat number and name, and if you don't know of anything unusual or curious that's happened lately, or if you know of anything unusual or curious that's happened lately, tell me. What's the intent of that? There's no question. Why does it look like you have, like, vampire bites on your neck, boy? Get yourself checked out. But there's a strange phenomenon going on, and I see some of you are feeling quite anxious. So my goal is to both grasp the situation and provide counseling, I suppose. Make sure to come in order, starting from the front left seat. Understood. Your seat number 4? Feels like we skipped seats. Anything unusual? Let's see. There have been rumors amongst the girls of late. Some say they're hearing strange voices. In fact, before we get into this, because it seems like it's a proper introduction to all of the characters, we're gonna stop. I'm definitely gonna get back into this because it got interesting real quick. I like the concept. And I know there's only one chapter that's released so far, so we're definitely gonna get through this one chapter. It's interesting stuff. Heat it up real fast. Alright. It had to have autosaved. Had to have autosaved. Otherwise, I'll close the game and I'll just get back to this point next time. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, Yokuro's apparently alive. Rokuro's technically alive, apparently. I don't know if that's some strange premonition dream that we all had. I hope not. But I am very curious to see what's going on. And I'm sure it has something to do with the Ayakashi. Because the name of this game is Ayakashi Akashi. Don't know what an Akashi is? Tell me in the comments, who's your favorite student? Which you may want to save until next time, because I feel like we're just about to get an introduction to all the students. Until then, Year of the Horizon, Toon Link Dave, United States Aviator. This will probably be back next Wednesday? I don't even know if this is going up on Wednesday. Who knows? It might go up Tuesday. Or Sunday. Can I get it up on Sunday? I could probably get it up in time for Sunday, but maybe not. That's a rush. Whenever this goes up, it'll probably be back up at least within 7 days of this one's release. So until then, because I think I have 1 or 2 Fongons rolled up that I want to get to. I really do want to get to, but I'm making some time. I'm so curious. I want to keep going, but I don't have any time. Stay classy. Until next time, because next time is coming, because things are getting tough. Tina, we still have beef. So I don't like staring at your face right now, but we got beef. Could've given me an umbrella, sucker. Stay classy, passengers. Toodaloo, flight crew. Thanks for watching.